It was no ordinary school day, as students at Dr. Kearney got to spend a morning hanging out with BC Lions players J.R. Larose and Angus Reid.
That was really cool, it was like concert almost.
The two pro football players spoke to the hundreds of Dr. Kearney junior high students about their campaign, Be More Than a Bystander.
It's one thing to tell them not to be bad, but something to let them know it's time to start saying no and standing up when bad things are happening around you.
It's a campaign to promote being a leader and taking action, particularly in stopping violence and harm towards women.
It meant me not to be a bystander during physical abuse towards women and men and children.
It means that if any of my friends or anybody is getting hurt, then to step in and help and not stand there.
This is a problem that affects everyone, and it's good for us to tell them because it affects us at our level too, but if you get them young enough, maybe they can develop those skills of starting to look around them, stand up for people that need help, work together, so that can carry forward for the rest of their life.
The one-hour session gave students a crash course on being a leader in the community, while also providing some harsh realities of violent crime in BC.
If 1 out of every 3 girls is getting abused, that's really wrong.
You know, hearing some of those statistics, and they're right, there's millions of statistics we can look at, but telling kids that it's 1,000 acts of violence a week, they can't perceive that. They can't put that in the scope. So shocking them, kids need to be shocked into action.
Being more than a bystander doesn't necessarily mean physically standing up to the bad guys. It could be anything from offering support to the victim, or even going to a parent, teacher, or any authority figure for help.
Everybody has someone they care about in their life, whether it be a female they care about, whether their mother, their sister. In our case, we have wives now, whatever it may be. And if you start plugging that face to whoever the humor is about, you realize these are people they're talking about, not just objects to have humor or fun at their expense. And when you start looking at it that way, you realize we all need to help each other to make it a safer place for everybody, not just the people you know.
And for these students, the day's important message seems to be well received.
It's, somebody you look up to. It's somebody who has, an importance and value in your world as a teenage kid. So I think things like this are really important.
If you try to just do the little things first, you can make a big difference for somebody's life.
For Go Peace Country, I'm Kevin Chirac.